Wealthy households with incomes exceeding $200,000 a year are also feeling the economic pinch and are living paycheck to paycheck. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick, guys, I need one favor. Just remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will share the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right into the content. Guys, they say households that are earning over $200,000 a year are feeling the economic pinch of inflation and high interest rates and are living paycheck to paycheck. Let's get into it. If you found it impossible to save money as living costs have surged over the last couple years, you're far from alone. According to Fed data, around a quarter percent of American households are living around three quarters of American households are living paycheck to paycheck, which institutes defines as households where necessity spending is more than 95% of their household income, leaving them relatively little left over for nice to have things or discretionary spending or saving. That's a lot. When you're talking about 95% of your money is being taken up just on necessities. But sometimes, guys, a lot of these higher income households, there's a lot of fat, in my opinion, that I believe that they can cut down on. They're they're high in debt, driving high end cars, got credit card debt, probably got some kids in private schools. I believe there's some room to trim the fat in a lot of these higher income households. That's just my opinion. Because a lot of people with higher incomes, they tend to spend very loosely. They don't watch their money. They just spend, and don't realize where their money is going. Lower income households were most likely to live paycheck to paycheck. Also, 35% of households with an income below 50,000 also fell into that category, up from 32% in 2019. But pressures didn't disappear with fatter paychecks. Some 20% of households with incomes higher than $200,000 also spend almost all of their income on necessities like housing costs, groceries, according to analysts with the Fed Bank. One reason is that the higher income households may have bought a larger, more expensive home and consequently have bigger mortgages. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I just said. And with often a bigger mortgage comes bigger insurance costs, property taxes, and utility bills. That's exactly what I just said, guys. Exactly what I just said. Because guess what? Guys, if you're still here, hit that like button for me, guys. If you're still here, show me some love, guys. Hit that like button. Guys, when I got divorced, well, I bought my house during my divorce because me and my wife sold our home, and we had homes that we bought the day we closed. That morning, we closed on our new home separately that afternoon. So I was approved for a $400,000 mortgage, right? Guess what I spent on my home? I spent $230,000 on my home. I didn't need 2,500 square feet. I didn't need 2,000 square feet for just me. I didn't need 5 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms for just me. Who am I trying to impress? Absolutely no one. No one. I didn't need all that house. But the average person would have bought that house. The average single man would have bought that house because they're trying to impress the Joneses. I'm not trying to impress any damn body. I bought a 3-bedroom ranch, 2-car garage, fenced-in yard. My home is about 1,700 square feet, and it's big enough for me and my dog Blaze. Still got 3 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, kitchen, dining room. I didn't need all of that house. But if I wanted that $400,000 house, I could have bought the $400,000 house. I didn't need that. Didn't need that. But that's when a lot of people get themselves in trouble. Because with a fatter mortgage, like the article says, you got bigger utilities. Your real estate taxes are bigger. Your insurance is more. You have to think with a sensible head to keep your costs down. And this is where people get in trouble and they want to keep up with the Joneses, guys. Many of these spending pressures are likely unavoidable as they relate to family and housing costs. The share of households that are living paycheck to paycheck has been rising slightly over the last few years, which is not terribly surprising because prices have risen for a lot of essential goods. Groceries are more expensive, the cost of insurance is up, and childcare is up also. The Fed Bank notes that living paycheck to paycheck is stressful and it is a hard situation to get out of. For most people, they can't do much about it when their money and how they're living goes much just to pay for their essentials. If they have kids in a private school in a particular neighborhood, a lot of these costs are sticky and there isn't much they can do about it. I beg to differ on that. Sometimes we're like, I don't want to move. I don't want to take my kids out of this school. I want them to go to this school. And I get that, guys. I had kids. But sometimes you got to sacrifice. Maybe if you downsize home, maybe you have to take your kids, maybe you have to take your kids to that good school every week. Every morning. You have to drive them and pick them up. Sometimes there are sacrifices you have to make if you want to get out of debt. You have to sacrifice. When I was getting out of debt, I sacrificed. I drove some beater ass cars, some cars I never thought I'd be driving again, but I drove them to get out of debt, to get out of those car payments. Got rid of credit cards. Now I didn't get rid of my credit cards, but I stopped using my credit cards. Only was using my credit cards when I knew I could pay them off the next month. Sometimes getting out of debt, guys, comes with sacrifices. It comes with sacrifices. You can't eat out. You need to cook more at home. You may not be able to go on vacation or not as many vacations. You can't go shopping every week. Getting out of debt comes with sacrifices, guys. You got to be willing to sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice and you're still living for instant gratification, you are going to remain broke and living paycheck to paycheck. So, guys, that's my talk on how even wealthy households are living paycheck to paycheck. Please like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am out.